Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Ohio and American Live Farming. And today we are late summer. We've moved forward today and we're going to be getting this piece of kit out. This is our John Deere W260. It's our mower we've got on here. Let's turn off course play for now because we're going to go and cut a field with this first and then we're going to get it to run course play after that. I'm going to get this cutting field. I think we're going to go do field 12. Yeah, field 12 we're going to go and cut first today. And the idea we have is that we're going to do a load of silage with this. So I want to get all the grass cuts on here. We've got way more hay than we need. We've got way more straw than we need at this point. Every single straw bale we cut last time actually went straight into that shed. We didn't have to sell any for space in the end. And before we go any further, we just want to reset the harvest setup on here. So bring this across and have a look at field. There we go, the yield. So that was the yield we got last time. If we select this area and clear that yield map, we actually have a small section of it. In fact, let's clear the yield map on the whole farm so that we have all of these areas cleared. There we go. And that way, when we come to cut all of our crops this year, we'll be able to see all of those. Let's unfold our harvester. Turn it on, or unfold our mower. There we go. Down. And yeah, there we go. And we're actually quite dry at the moment with this. So I might do one field with hay. We've got an area that we can fill up. We could actually do just this small area with hay today. And then the rest of the farm, just absolutely put all of it down for doing silage with. Because yeah, we've got a huge great silage pit we can fill and we've got a small area of hay that's available. We are going to be getting the trailer out, the forage trailer out from the area that we have for hay today, so that will be coming back to us. And yeah, just bring this down here. This is a really weird little area we've got here. Look at this. This mod is available on the mod hub if you want to grab it. It's a cracking little mower, this. I really like it, and it's got really good visibility for the mower. It's quite small as a mower, but it is a nice dedicated one that, as you can see, goes at a decent speed as well. So as a result, it means that we can get around the fields fairly quickly. And what we'll be able to do here is get this, as I said, going with course play after we've got this first field done. And yeah, look at that, just cutting really nicely. Our yield is not that high. I think that's to do with the soil on here rather than the actual an actual issue with the nitrogen or anything on that. I think I have a feeling that we went and did the slurry on here a couple of times, so we shouldn't we should be, yeah, we did full whack of slurry on this field, so this should be absolutely fine for this. And so it's going to be the actual soil type that is causing this lower than expected yield. And yeah, look at the maneuverability of this, because this has these rear tires or these rear wheels that are on the just on the casters that go round. It just turns so very, very easily. And actually, they are governed by those hydraulics at the back that makes them turn. And they, yeah, they just turn you absolutely on a sixpence. It allows you to get into any area that you want in order to cut. I'm surprised actually we don't see more of these in the UK, unless they do have these things in the UK. But yeah, as far as I know, this is a very American-centric piece of kit that we're using here. One thing I have found with this is you've got to have a little bit of patience at the start and ends of the road, because this cuts at 15 miles per hour. but the mower doesn't go up and down very quickly. So if you don't stop and lower the mower, you end up going quite a distance into the grass itself without actually cutting anything, because the mower's not down and in position to cut, which has been a little bit funny for some of the bits I've been doing. But the speed with which this goes through and mows the grass is quite spectacular. Also, I found with the wheel, because this turns on such a tight turn, if you turn your wheel too far, you end up just spinning around in circles. So it's one of those things where you have to take it a little bit slower while you're turning as well. I also get the feeling that it might be the front wheels that are getting its turn and not the bits at the back. That would actually make more sense to me a little bit with how this is handling. But either way, that has got through that bit quite nicely. So what I'm going to do is we're going to head up to this top corner of the field here on field 12 and stop here, because that is where we start. And we're going to get this running now on course play. So field 12, we'll do 3 headlands clockwise. Headland passes first. Turn in the corners, because it can do, with a 10% overlap as normal, and then an up down on the field centre. So generate course, looking pretty good. Gonna end in this corner as well. Nearest waypoint, drive course. Drops the header down, and away it goes, and we can head over and start getting this road up. And to do that, we're going to use our 4440. Now, my idea is I could either do follow me, which is how we've done this before, or I can set this whole thing going course play, having got that first little bit of field done. And I think that's probably the way I want to go today. We'll set this, we'll go and row up that first field, give our mower a little bit of time to get ahead, and then when the mower has finished field 12, we can go round and we can get that field rowed up and follow behind ourselves with the forage wagon. The idea behind that being then we don't have to keep stopping with the windrower to get the forage wagon unloaded, and everything just keeps moving nice and smoothly. So we're going to take this out here and out to this field and just try to see where our mower has got to. I think it's got a fair way round the field, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's coming back down at the far side. So we are going to unfold this and get this all rowed up. This is really quite a large windrower, which is good. I mean, it takes 2 rows of the mower at a time, which works out really well. Although 3 headlands tends to mean that we get a little bit left over, and does mean that this tractor only needs to go around the field once for every 2 times that our mower does. But works out pretty well. I think this is cracking mower, and again cracking windrower, and again it's one that really kind of fits this map as opposed to some of the British and European stuff I do. Much more of an implement that you'd see this side of the pond rather than the European side, I think. Unless, of course, you know, if you are in the UK and you've seen one of these working, let me know in the comments. I'm really intrigued to hear some stories about that. Let's bring this to the end and lift it up. And yeah, this is, as always, a very effective windrower. Given what we know about how many rows this will do at a time and how effective it is at doing that, I've actually doubled the number of headlands we've got running on the on field 12 now. That means that it'll do 4 headlands, which means it should do a total for 2 headlands for this when this gets round to being on that field, and will work out well for us there. I can basically park this up now and get this field collected while we let the mower work, and get that field, get the cutting on field 12 done. It's a lot of stuff to pick up on here, but it should be very, very effective. This will pick up 3 rows if the roads are close enough. Like so, but that actually has worked pretty well. So we can fold this up, park this on the roadside, and yeah, we've got our mower going around this field here like this, and we can just park it up on this corner like that. Let's go get the other tractor. So because I want to keep things moving, we're going to use our 7R here with our Fent Tygo. Yeah, our 7R 290. And this should be able to, I think we'll pick everything up off this field into this trailer without any issue. And then we'll get nicely set up. We actually could probably not have to windrow this at all. The mower itself does a fairly good windrowing job, and we might try that. We might see if that actually speed things up, to not have to have the windrower go round the field as well. We're not going to be using any extra fuel, because obviously we won't be running the extra runs around the field with the tractor. And yeah, we should be able to keep up with our mower. So let's turn this on, drop this down. And while this will fill up quicker because this field has been windrowed, it probably actually isn't saving us anything to windrow this up, because the mower is doing that to a certain extent in the first place. Most of this field is going to fit in this pickup. We've got a nice 89% off the headlands and 1 row. Is this going to throw up 10%? It may not get that high off this row. It is going to give me another 5%, 4% to be exact. It may just be that this field is a full trailer full. Very possible. It's going to be close. 97, 98, 99. Oh, so close. We are less than 100 litres left. We need 93 litres. So just grab that, get the 100%, and then we can take this and we'll put this into our silo, into our silage bunker, where we can get this filled up. I don't know how much grass we're going to get off these 3 fields, and I don't know whether it will equal the amount of corn we got off field 13 last year, which was just absolutely massive. But it might fill up a second silage bunker, which would be quite something. Not going to use these 2 here. I'm looking at demolishing these and putting a new shed in. And yeah, look at that. We had space for 1 more bale, which is actually the bale that we had left over, and we put into our feeder. Had we kept that single bale, we would have ended up with exactly the number of bales we needed to fill that shed. So yeah, quite a feat that. Went fairly amazingly. I'm very, very happy. Right, reverse, reverse, reverse. Let's put this back over the top. Yeah, there we go. And try and keep that as low as possible. Pretty good so far. I'm happy with that. And our mower is on the 4th headland. Yeah, on the 4th headland. So that's going to start cutting into the field. What I might do is actually go and get the headlands rowed up to give my mower enough time to get stuck into the field, and then yeah, we'll just fill that up, and we'll just fill this up then from the headlands, and then follow the mower after that, so that we can just keep things moving pretty smoothly, I think. So back over here with this, and actually, let's do what I said I probably wasn't going to this video, and we will put this on follow me, because I don't think that's going to be full off those first headlands, and we'll drop the pickup on this down. So drop the pickup down, put follow me back on, start this up, open it up, and then we can go and get this headland done quicker than we would otherwise, and as a result keep things going really efficiently. And as we come back towards the cows, our trailer is almost full. There we go. So the trailer full there, actually a perfect place for us to go and empty this from. That's actually a really good amount of grass off here already. That is, between those two fields, 84,000 litres of grass. Yeah, we're going to have a really, really large amount of grass off here, which is going to be great. I mean, you know, we can fill another silo. That is going to keep the cows fed for a very, very long time, even as much as our cows on here like to eat. Coming to the end of the headlands, and we've dropped another trailer full of grass into the silage clamp. It's really interesting. The more I ruminate on this, and the more I think about how all this works. Oop, let's stay off the road. It is actually a better system this way with doing the follow me, because we keep pace with the mower, but at the same time we're not in a position where we're wasting a lot of time, because we're saving all that time doing the 2 rows at once with this windrower, and in fact in this first bit 3 rows at once, I think. Can we get all 3 of these in? I'm hoping we can. No, so I'm not going to do 3 rows here. I'm just going to do the 2. But yeah, we make, you know, we save a lot of time, keep ourselves up with the mower, because we're running this like this. And you know, the mower gets to go ahead again every so often, because we have to empty our big Fendt Tygo forage wagon. And so it just keeps things in check a little bit, whereas opposed to running this tractor on course play, it would catch up with the mower very quickly, and whereas running just the forage wagon and not this windrower, that would mean that we actually get quite a way behind the mower because of all the stopping we're having to do, and because we're running twice the distance with that tractor. So it actually makes sense to do it this way. This is the most efficient, most time or least time consuming way to do it, and will keep us going very, very nicely. Just keeping an eye on that trailer and making sure we don't go too far ahead and end up with the trailer doing a lot of following when it's already full. And even now it's coming up to being full again. Slightly odd thing happened with the last load that I brought off here, and that is this. We got just a large pile of, well, this is grass, I think. I mean, this is all grass. I mean, that is drier grass and that is wetter grass, but for some reason our trailer dumped a whole load of what we were putting in here as just grass, which is a little bit odd. I'm slightly worried about whether we'll be able to actually tip on it, and nope, it's just leaving a hole in the middle. Maybe that'll change when we pick it up with the bucket and redistribute it a bit when we're coming to compact this. But yeah, it's a little bit odd that part of the trailer just dumped out as wet grass as opposed to the dry grass that we've got. And yeah, we'll have to see what happens there. We're not running Maze Plus or anything like that. It's just seasons we're running, and those are just different types of grass. Both of them should compact in there and turn to silage, so it should all be good. And you can see the difference that us going and doing like this is making. What is going on over there, though? Yeah, Cosplay is no longer putting the mower down. That is very odd. It looks like it's dropping and lifting it here as a lot as well. Let's have a look. What do we got? And this isn't the new bit of the field either. Yep, it should come down and come up this way. So let's see what's going on with Courseplay, as Courseplay does like to do. Down and away. And will this cut? Yes, this will cut. So drive course. And that is cutting it. It's a little odd that it was dropping up and down like that and then just not cutting at all. So I'll keep it on watch for a moment, and then we'll see if it continues to cut after that. But I've not seen that happen with Courseplay before. That's a little bit odd. While this is time efficient, one thing this is not is cost efficient. We are running 2 tractors with 2 workers and yeah, twice the fuel. We're still going the same distance as we would with 1 tractor. The difference is that with 1 tractor we would be, it would just be the wear and tear on that tractor and the fuel. While it would be double the fuel for that tractor, that balances out to the grand scheme of things. But this is most definitely quicker, even with us having to leave that every so often, get out of here and head over to dump these. It is definitely much more time efficient, but in the end costs us more. Getting closer to the end of the field now, and our mower is nearly there. I've actually had to set my mower doing something slightly different on Courseplay. It kept lifting the header and not cutting. So what I've done is I've set it to just run the course on Courseplay with the mower down. So it's not lifting at the moment, it is just mowing anything that it comes to on there. It's not doing too badly. It's missed a couple of small spots, but that's much better than it missing entire rows as it was earlier. You can see just a couple of small tufts of grass peeking up here and there. We've got a decent amount of grass in our silo off this today, so I'm really quite pleased with that. We have got 2 more fields. I might do field 11 as hay, as I was talking about earlier, but our mower has reached the end, and I am kind of wondering, do I have enough space in my trailer just to finish this off, or are we going to end up with just a little bit left over at the end that we can't fit in the trailer and we'll need to come and pick up separately? We're at 73%. Yeah, I don't think that we probably have a full trailer. We do have an exact number of double rows left though, which is quite interesting, and we are going to have to move the mower out of the way once we've done our next row. All in all though, I think that's been pretty successful off here today. We've got a decent amount in our silage pit. We've yeah, it's I think we've had like 7 or 8 trailerfuls off here. I lost count about halfway through, unfortunately. So let's stop this driver, lift that up and turn it off, and then I can clear this course off because we don't need it, and turn that off. I'll then pull this up like so, and that will just finish that off. And bring that around there. And then we'll just lift this up and fold it up. I'll bring this around into here. Like so. And that is that field done and dusted. Really quite pleased with that. That's worked really well. I do like this mower. This mower is absolutely brilliant. It is available on the mod hub. It is the one by Polycount Modding. And yeah, just absolutely brilliant. But we're going to leave this here. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.